Welcome everyone to another edition of the Prince George's County Public Schools Update. I'm Grant Kittleson. There's plenty of learning going on by our students in the classroom, but seeing that knowledge put to use in the real world is invaluable. Dave Zarin has a story of some Prince George's County students who took part in the latest round of lawmaking by the state of Maryland.
Then we do the coffee. You know we need the coffee. Coffee is probably more important than the committee work. Okay?
So no matter what else they do, to keep Maryland's legislators well informed, the student pages in Annapolis learn right away that keeping them wide awake with plenty of coffee is right up there at the top of the list. For the 42nd year, over 100 high school students from across Maryland have arrived in the state capitol to don signature gray blazers and serve as pages in the House and Senate for the 90-day legislative session. And among that group, each of whom serves 2 non-consecutive weeks in the session, are 10 students from Prince George's County Public Schools, including a young lady from Bowie High School and twin brothers from Oxon Hill.
Right now we're assembling bill books. We have to take all the paperwork and get it ready for the House when they come into session, and we also they have to stay on the floor for a while, so when they need stuff they page us and then we go do their errands for them and help them out, make their job easier.
I've been super active. I've been to the Financial Committee meeting. I've been on the Senate side. I've been to the Judiciary review on the Senate side. We do test votes for all of the 47 senators that you see here to make sure that they're working in working order. And basically, the bulk of our job comes during the session when the senators are actually meeting.
For the elected officials themselves, the pages are both indispensable aids and perhaps future replacements.
I've asked them to certainly make copies of legislation, amendments, and testimony. I've actually had them bring me water when, the sessions get long and I don't want to miss out on a part of the debate. I've also asked them to make sure they follow up with their legislators and apply for a scholarship when they're ready to graduate.
The House may have postponed the same-sex marriage vote that day, and the number of summons to help might have been few. But the electricity of the electoral environment has sold the page experience for those who need none of Annapolis's favorite stimulant to stay alert.
This is your lesson come to life.
It really is like, even if you're missing school, this is school enrichment, so you're going to learn something regardless, even if it's just how to make a good pot of coffee.
Those students clearly embracing the experience of lawmaking. Over at Thomas Pullen Creative and Performing Arts School, they are embracing the multiple levels of diversity that we have in our school system. Once again, here's Dave Zarin.
The drumbeat of African-American culture was never louder or more authentic than at Thomas Pullen Performing Arts School recently. To celebrate African-American History Month, the school showcased its own African dance troupe and, to shrieks of approval, featured its most stylish students modeling fashions with an African flair.
This was exceptional. They didn't expect this, though they see them normally in jeans and t-shirts, so they've never seen them glamorized. So that's what that reaction was, and showing so much confidence and comfortable with themselves.
Members of the dance troupe, all part of a dedicated course at Pullen, not only had a feel for Africa in their arms and legs, but an obvious love for the continent in their hearts and souls. How do you recruit these young people?
Well, they all the drums call them. The drums call them. A lot of them are my students that I have first and second quarter, and we have been dancing at all the basketball games, halftime. So I pulled them all together, and the troupe is back in place.
You have to bring it, and you have to know how to dance, first of all. And you just have to have a good spirit and get along with everybody and know that this is a performing arts school. And we have to come perform like we're ready and not be scared of anybody.
Yeah. And what are you going to do for us today?
We're going to do a step called Gunji, which is like a step of remembrance, and it has all these children that come out and they want to drum and they want to dance and just want to dance and have a good time.
The questions and answers continue to fly and the excitement continues to build as the finale to this year's Science Bowl gets ever closer.
Rare earth elements, the ones that are used to make cell phones and iPads, are numbers 57 to 71 On what chart? On what chart? Scotchtown Hills?
Periodic table.
That's it, the periodic table of elements.
From 40 elementary schools that started in September, the list of the Final Four is just one game away. One more talented school will soon join University Park, Glen Arden Woods, and Cora Rice in the championship round on April 17th. For the middle school championship on March 27th, the field is already set. Hyattsville hopes to repeat as county champ. Martin Luther King eyes its first crown since 2005, and Stephen Decatur and Samuel Ogle hope to win it for the first time ever in the Science Bowl's 26-year history. So why not join Mr. Z and match wits with some of Prince George's most outstanding students as you test your own scientific literacy. You may know more about photosynthesis, cholesterol, and the Lorax than you think. Science Bowl airs regularly on channels 96 and 38 and can be seen anytime on our own YouTube channel. That's going to do it for this edition of the PGCPS Update. For Dave Zarin, I'm Grant Kittleson. We look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, everybody.